What is your name?
My name is Taya Travis.
This interview is for an exercise in a course that I'm taking this semester. For the purposes of this exercise, do you consent to being interviewed and recorded?
Yes, I consent to being interviewed and recorded for this exercise. I work for a company called Sun State Equipment Rentals, and I am the primary dispatcher, and my job is to maneuver various types of construction equipment from our place of business out to various job sites throughout the metro area and throughout part of the state of Colorado. A typical day at work for me, I usually start about 5:30 in the morning, and I get in and I have 28 trucks of various sizes, and I take each of the orders that have been put in and put them on delivery trucks, and I get them to our job sites and out to our customers on time, whatever time the customer needs it on their job site. In between that, we're also picking up equipment that the customers have called off rent, so we can get it back to our yard and get it serviced and cleaned and ready for the next rental. So I maneuver probably about 150 pieces of rental equipment a day on the 28 trucks that I dispatch. I'm the only female in the office, so I am the dispatcher. All of the other employees on the counter and in our service area, they're all men. You know, men have different ways of talking to each other. They sometimes will stop what they're saying because as a female, I'm walking in the room and they don't want to offend me by what they're talking about. Some of the younger kids, you know, they have no filter. You know, they just kind of go with it, and you kind of have to tell them, you know, okay, I've heard enough. The difference is in my job now, because I dispatch for an equipment rental company. It's a little different than doing 911 when lives are on the line versus trying to get somebody a 19 visits or lift by a certain time frame. When I worked in the 911 centers, I worked with a lot of different genders, a lot of different races. So we all had like differences of opinions on things, lots of conversation. Where I'm at now, we have those kinds of conversations, but it's a little different. I work in a place that's mostly white men and then myself. There was an accusation of sexual harassment a couple of years ago, actually almost 2.5 years ago, just after I started working there, where it was interesting. Another man had kind of accused one of our leaders of being hateful of gay people. I've never experienced it, though, in my current workplace. So talking about gender in the workplace, I thought of something that doesn't pertain necessarily to me, but to the female mechanic that works in our office. She's a field mechanic, and she's absolutely fantastic in what she does. She is a top mechanic and has worked really, really hard to get to that level of competency. Being a woman mechanic in this field is very difficult. There's a lot of, I don't want to say naysayers or boo-hooers, however you want to put it, who think that, you know, as she drives onto the job site in a service truck, she steps out and they're like, oh, is that a woman to do a man's job? When actually she could probably do it better than any man out there. So just because she shows up and she's a woman, you know, they automatically have this perception that she can't perform this job as well as a male coworker. She has had many accolades from other companies who specifically asked for her to come and work on the equipment because they know how good she is.